EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Chicago Bears and the Carolina Panthers. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3.
And this will be a return from deep in the end zone.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
This defense for the Bears, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Bears are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
Right at the 50-yard line.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
First carry now for David Montgomery. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Off play action, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because it took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd and 7, Fields. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. Given 3 on the screen, he couldn't break free, and it's third down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Now Fields.
This is caught. Touchdown, Bears. great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Screen play, setting it up for Mitchell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. The Panthers are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Herbert off of play action. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. And they'll begin by running the option. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Coached and even better executed, because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up. On 2nd down now. Hobbs. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st. On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
On first down, Hobbs.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Here's the option play now to the left.
Fields hit and the ball is loose.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Second and short now following the fumble.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year and 4th overall. And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On the move past the 40. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown!
They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 out the gate early.
What? 88 out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll run on first down.
Hobbs, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And they run the option on second down. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Panthers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. But really not much secret there. Third and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because third and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to...
And it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. Interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
On first down, Hobbs, nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On second and 9, Fields. A quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. They'll fake the handoff, now Fields. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Carolina. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call, because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now the ball's out, fumble near midfield, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A handoff from Mitchell running left.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
Play action. It's Herbert. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Oh, they'll try a jet sweep here with Higgins.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll try the air now with Herbert.
That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Herbert on 3rd down now. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that 1st down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one, because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half. From the 16, Fields. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half.
On 1st down, Fields.
is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
On play action, Fields.
Flush to his right. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we meant to dial things back a little bit.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
Caught by Montgomery. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers.
So that is not the way you want to begin the half when you're only up by 1 score. A turnover right away.
And my guess that in the locker room, that's what the defensive coordinator on the other side was saying. We've got to find a way to get the football back for our offense. And they were able to do it.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. Buying time to his left. And this one is incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
The incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's got a man. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very well executed play. It goes for 29 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 36.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll send the slot in motion left. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how anytime you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. But let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
Complete to Mooney on the slant. And the Bears are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They'll run on 1st down. Hobbs. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll try again, and not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Play action. It's Fields.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bears take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day.
And he hurdles him and into space. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And the tight end goes in motion left. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. He's going to look deep for more. And now here is another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bears are going to take over here up near the 40.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
Take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Elijah Mitchell, his 1st rushing touchdown of the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them, not necessarily what you look at your play.
And we're back now in Charlotte. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. The ball comes out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
And this is caught at the 20.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Fields leaving it with Montgomery here on the option.
And a broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
On 2nd down and 4, Fields. Yeah, he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bears answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that gives them a 3-point lead. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now...
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Bears are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Third and long, it's Herbert. Hard throw, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Off play action. Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 13 sets them up first and goal.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Fields going to toss this quickly out wide, complete. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now a give right side. Hobbs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Bears are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Herbert on first down now. Airing it out for Hamilton. And he's got it inside the 10. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run with Mitchell. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And my goodness, another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out to this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 35 yards. And the Bears first down.
On first down, Hobbs. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Hobbs. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.